So this is a thing. This is the thing about game design, and it's a thing about any project ever in the history of time. It is a thing that you may not always feel like doing. Game design is it's a struggle, and it may not always feel like a thing that you want to do. But when it comes down to it, it's only the first like 20 minutes that is like hard to get through, right? Maybe it's just the first 5 minutes. But like for me, if I can get that shit done, if I can get through it and I can do those things, once I get it started, I'm good to go. And so that's why I'm streaming it. That's why we're doing the stream thing, because that way y'all can hold me accountable to actually doing some fucking work. And I get to hang out. We get to hang out and do it. I'm not good at like solitary design activities. I don't like it. I like having people to like hang out with while I do work. So at the very least, that will be the thing that you will help me accomplish today. You're gonna be here with me while I fuck around in this Google Doc and we try to make a fucked up space RPG. So if you missed it, if you haven't watched the first one, if you just tuned in because like you got the go live notification, you're like, what up? Adam's doing a thing. What I'm doing is I'm making a Blades in the Dark hack. It is a hack of Blades in the Dark because I promised John that I would do it and because I have an idea and I think Blades is a good way to accomplish that idea. And it is about spacefaring weirdos who serve, well, their own lusts and greed, but they also are empowered by their demon spaceship that flies them around the universe, and they get in fights with other demon-powered spaceship crews, and they pillage planets, and they destroy, and they do drugs, and they cast spells, and you will play them in this game. So my goal, this is the fucking looming deadline, right? It's like I need a demon and 4 playbooks squared away for my my playtest in October. That is the plan. That is the goal. So I'm hoping in a month, that's 4 weeks. 4 weeks and 4 days, basically. I'm hoping that we can have some stuff for then. So that means I've got like, what, five sessions, give or take. So like 10 hours maybe if I only work on it like this. But the idea is that I want to release just something. And I don't, like, it's an arbitrary date. So if I miss it, fuck it, but I'm going to try. So yeah, that's what we need. I'm going to put together a couple of usable playbooks and a demon, and then I'm going to say, here is the scenario. Probably involves like pillaging. I will probably pick like a place for you to go and fight, but I need enough of the rules to like fill that in. But I'm happy with having a caveat in here that if I miss a rule, just use the default rule from Blades. I'm not rewriting Blades in the Dark here. One thing that I noticed from reading, and this is a positive observation, not a negative one, from reading other Blades hacks, is that often it's just verbatim, like verbiage from Blades. So that's quite nice. That's like a thing I don't have to stress about right now. So yeah, I think what I want to do is just kind of review the playbook stuff to begin with, maybe. Yeah, hold on. Let me pop open. I gotta do a quick Google search for Blades in the Dark SRD. Yeah, because I need the SRD just like hanging around. Okay. All right, we're good. Okay, so yeah, my intention here isn't to recreate the wheel, right? I'm just trying to put together my own weird thing. I'm trying to satisfy the demon that says this game doesn't exist, so fucking make it. So I feel like the most important I feel like the most important playbook to work out is the Navigatrix because it's the one that's different from the others. You know, like a lot of these are just like weird, kind of disconnected, like psychopath types. But the Navigatrix is like she's super important to the core concepts of the game, and so I kind of want to like set her as one of them. I don't know. Maybe I'll make that call right now, right? Like, because I think that it's important to have her and then the three others. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it makes sense to like actually pick a few here. So like the Navigatrix, the Ravager, the Skull. Yeah, I think Navigatrix, Ravager, and Scum are all really clear starting ones, right? The Ravager, the Scum. And then I don't know, like, I'm thinking the Priest or the Noble. I mean, the Priest isn't that important for the ship. Yeah. Thanks, Stig. It is. It is Cyberpunk. Not this. The thing you just did. Giving me fake money. I think, yeah, maybe the Noble. I don't know. I can leave these as questions right now. And I want, like, I know the Star Wizard's going to be more complex. And the Assassin, I'm leaving the Star Wizard because it's a more complex subsystems. So the Star Wizard and the Assassin I want to leave because the Assassin I'm going to need to design after I have the Ravager and the Scum worked out, because there's a triangle of those ones with some overlap, and I want to make sure the Assassin is different enough from the Ravager and the Scum. You know what? I got time. I'm going to leave those other ones, the last one as a question. And then for the demons, Demon of Bloodshed is probably the most straightforward. Demon of Secrets. Demon of Riches, maybe? Let's go with the Demon of Riches for right now as the one I'll design, because I think that'll be the easiest. That'll be the easiest sort of space to kind of dick around in. So maybe then the Noble is the call here. We'll see. Okay, well let me make up, because we did, if you remember last time, we did the like the kind of base layout for some of these. So like the Navigatrix, we did her starting pips. We got her XP triggers, right? Because she's about authority and grace. And then we talked a little bit about her special abilities. So let's do this same thing for demons. So like what makes up a demon? So we'll make a new spreadsheet here, and I'll just add some. I'll add some stuff. So Demon of Riches. Let's take a look at the SRD. So what kind of stuff is covered on the crew sheet? So we've got the type, starting coin. I guess this is all true no matter what, right? Hold. Right, crew type is how you're known in the underworld. The criminal factions and institutions think of you as assassins. Right, or a cult or whatever, and treat you accordingly. You begin with, okay. So it annoys me that I can't just, I mean, maybe there's like a paste without format. That would be nice. If you paste without format, you won't attract the worm. Okay, so it's Control Shift V. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Your tier 0 with these X's are things I'm going to want to replace with different mechanics. Okay. All right. So what else? What else goes into a crew? So initial reputation and layer. I think choose an initial reputation. Right. So choose an initial. That's fine, but not layer. I think choose a reputation, and then for your layer, it's like you describe the ship, right? So this is going to be like list of possible reps plus, instead of layer, like form reps plus the like shape or style of the demon, something like that, like the demon's paradigm or something. Yeah. Right. The number of the beast. So, okay. So I'm going to need a rep list. We'll also need, so this talks about hunting ground. Like this is all going to be quite different. I think that this is the first place where we really deviate, because this isn't about some small part of the universe that you hunt in. This is something else. So like this might be, you're an intrusion, you take up space. This might be like the protocols of your god, like what, or your demon, like what does the demon desire, and what is it giving you in response, right? Like, because what this does is it sets you up against like the other factions, right? The entire universe is divided among larger, stronger factions. I think all of that is still mostly like kind of true. Your demonic edicts, yeah, and they've got to cross over. Like you have these like rituals that take up from other people. Yeah, and I think that the crew sheet is like, this is going to be a lot of work. The demon will be the most like actual like digging. So here I'm going to call this Demon of Riches. So, blah. I like edicts as a word. That's a good one. Establish your edicts. Okay. All right. So your crew is brand new. Some part of your hunting grounds. Theory, target for scores new as well. So it's like, yeah, this is like what. Choose what your. I know. I guess I'll have to create a map. I'll have to create like a Venn diagram or something to replace, because I'm not interested in like a universal map. I'm not interested in, here are these specific planets. It's more like ideological overlap or something. I got to go back and read Sorcerer again, honestly. I think that's important. That's important research, because that's a game about serving a demon. And you could probably play Womb using Sorcerer, but I don't want to. We have better technology now. So maybe, yeah, I should look at it. But choose what your demon's portfolio is focused on. This will be small at first. I guess maybe this is like the spread of the demon's cult, or... but you're not all cults. You don't all serve the demon. Right? Like you have to feed it and stuff, but it's a neutral relationship. But this still holds. This stuff still really holds though for the hunting ground. So yeah, I kind of think this works. It's like, yeah, it's influence, right? Choose your portfolio will be small on, but bound your influence. Yeah, because you want to get more influential and more powerful, right? People to fear you. So like systems that fear you. The depth to which your demon has infiltrated the world of the man, right? So this is how much your demon is like out there, but you're small at first and it'll grow. So you like have friends throughout the universe and like, yeah, okay. Here is only small, but still an intrusion on someone, right? You're in competition with other demons. So they, yeah, so that's where that conflict comes from. The conflict isn't necessarily gang X gang, but demon X demon. It's a slight distinction, but okay. Universe is divided up between all the greater demonic powers. And you're serving just some shitty imp for now. You're not serving, you're like allied with. So you're basically your demon is just sucks. Your demon sucks. He's a little sucky demon and lives in your spaceship and lets you travel through the universe. You've bound him, but you serve him, so you got to like feed him riches and shit. Okay. Your crew is brand new. Your area is small. So this is like the GM will tell you what other demonic entities exist nearby. Then you decide how you deal with them. Okay, cool. Okay, and then there's like a list here of things. Right? This is your choices. Like, how do you deal with them? And it's not about paying them. It's probably about like tithing homage. And so your edicts give you, this is the same, right? Your edicts give you different operation types. So like a demon of bloodshed is about destruction and it's about destruction and killing and murder, but a demon of riches is about theft and business in a way, like trade, but like it's all dark because it's demons, so you have to put a way to put a like bloody handprint on that. It's all got to be like, yeah. Trade has to be not trade, but screwing people over, right? Not about like building a legitimate business, but like fucking people over and running. Yeah. Smuggling deals. Yeah. Cheating. Okay. So yeah. You're just give you different operation types. Choose one as your preference. This is basically just like also flavor for character creation, right? This is basically just the still thing. And then when you acquire turf, so this, when you acquire additional edicts and resources, when you additional edicts and resources, you can expand, yada, 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 yada. Okay, so we'll work all that out. Yeah, the Demon of Riches is about exploitation. Yeah. Right, exactly. Okay, cool. I like it. Okay. So what else we got? Because this is a lot, right? The crew really matters. I'm just gonna copy all of this shit, and I will go through and I'll cut it up. Okay. All right. So, choose a special ability. And this is, take a look at the special abilities for your demon and choose one. If you can't decide which to pick, go with the first one on the list, blah, blah, blah. This is all exactly the same. Just like picking whatever I end up calling these things. Choosing a special ability focuses the game down. This is all just general advice. Assign upgrades, right? Demonic upgrades. An upgrade is a valuable asset that helps in some way. Like a boat or a gang. Like a tome of... Like a cursed bong. Or a gang. Okay, so each demon type has 2 pre-selected upgrades that suit that crew. Okay. You get 2 additional upgrades. So you'll have a total of 4. Choose from specific ones. When you sign your upgrades, the GM will tell you about 2 factions that are impacted by your choices. This is good. Okay, good. These are all still true for me. Choose your favorite contact. That is true too. None of this changes. So your demon has other friends than you. Crew upgrade examples. Let's look at what this looks like. Oh, so this is just like a generic core one. Okay, I can skip that upgrades thing and just put it in later when I actually have some. So you upgrade the demon and you upgrade the ship, right? So your demon might be like cosmologically powerful, but it also might just have like huge ass fucking missile launchers. You can put that hyphen wherever you want. Okay, cohorts. Well, and the demon isn't conscious, right? You never speak to it. It is... The metaphor here is that the demon is like kind of what you become when you max out, right? If you get so stoned on the magic weed that you eventually will become one with the universe, your lust and desire turns you into a demon, right? The demon doesn't have its own will. It only wants to eat, and it wants to feed, right? It's a powerful desire engine. So, yeah, it's not so much about it wanting, it wants to consume, to be fed, to be powered. You just channel it. It's not ever going to talk. There's no interacting with the demon. All right, so cohorts, gangs, those will stay. Experts. Okay, all right. Those are all kind of like, all right, in the thing. So a cohort is a gang or an expert that works to recruit. Recruit them, spend 2 upgrades, do this shit. Choose a type of gangs. Okay, so this will replace, so you can have like extra crew members. So gangs will go there. This is all mechanical stuff. So I can leave that and then create an expert. They might be edges, flaws. So this would be the rest of the crew of your ship, because they're just more people that are on board. All this is true. This is just an example. This is all true too. They heal during downtime. Of course, destroyed, etc. Done. Okay. So yeah, four pages versus like the one single thing that a playbook is. So yeah, okay. All right. Well, let's use this Demon of Riches as a thing. Now this is going to be some kind of like not coin related thing, like piousness or devotion or whatever. You know, like I don't want them to be chasing coin. I don't want it to be like making money, because not everybody's about that. It's about feeding your demon and feeding your own lust. It's about like I said, like riding pterodactyls and shredding on your astral guitar and taking galactic bong rips. It's not about like getting up and making money. It's about some deeper pursuit of heavy metal. So some kind of like, yeah, something like that. So I don't know. It'll begin. You'll have a thing, and this is like an entire replacement for coin. This is like a very deep system, Because coin in the game lets you do a bunch of shit in Blades. So I got to find something to replace it with. Your tier 0 with what was this? What did I X out there? So your tier 0 with stronghold. I think that is fine. I think actually that can stay. You have stronghold on your edicts. And then 0 rep because you're not anybody. So choose an initial reputation and then layer becomes, yeah, layer is ship in this case. So hull, something like that. Choose an initial reputation and you're like hull. Because it's like, it's the place that you live. It's describing the interior of your ship. Is your ship a battleship? Is your ship like old and clunky? Is it weird and arcane? Etc. Yeah, something like your vessel. Yeah. Well, vessel's good because it's a thing you pour something into. Yeah, resin mouse, that's a smart one. I like it. Okay, all right. So are the reputations different for every, like in Blades? Oh, no, they're not, hey. They're the same for all the crews. So you could be like professional cult or let me see. Does this give me the sheets? Or is that not part of the SRD? What do you got? What do you got for me? Here we go. Yeah, there's some crews. Okay. So assassins, they have, oh yeah, the rep is not based on the crew itself. Okay. All right, great. Okay, so what are the Blades ones? And then let's deviate like we did with the other stuff. All right. Ambitious, brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, subtle, and strange. Well, everybody is strange, right? So yeah, strange is just off the table. I think subtlety is also counter to what I'm trying to do. So is professional and honorable. Like, I don't think the demon's reputation is, I wouldn't, sneaky isn't the word that I would use, but like, yeah. Ambitious, brutal. And this is going to be the list for all of them, right? So everybody will choose from these lists, or you can just make up your own. Ambitious, brutal. Those two fit. Yeah, right. Like honorable. I mean, honorable in the sense that like the demon is like predictable. Yeah, cruel is a good one. I want one that's like you have a reputation for like sleaze. I'm gonna call it sleazy. Like a sleazy. Yeah. Occult. Like weird in like a specific, like this demon is known for being mysterious. You're all weird, but like, yeah, occult, cosmic, like the fucking stoner observations of the universe, right? Yeah, sleazy's really setting appropriate. I thought so. Cold is another one, but like brutal, cruel, and cold are all kind of different. Ineffable. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Ineffable. Like, what even is this thing? It doesn't make sense. Okay, that's good. Ambitious, brutal, cruel, ineffable, sleazy. What else is like things you could say about like a gang of like marauders? Like not pragmatic, but like I want something to replace honorable. That's like you can deal with them. They don't lie. Right? Like they follow dogmatic, like disciplined. Yeah, I don't. Reliable just sounds so fucking boring, though. Reliable is not metal. Um, hmm. Righteous is pretty good. I like that. Zealous. See, yeah, again, okay. Zealous is pretty good. Zealous is a good one for righteous, but zealous is not what I was thinking about for that one. Like zealous is good if you have a reputation for being like your demon is about like, yeah, is like driven by its own religion. Because the thing is here you get XP for being this. Yeah, I want one that's like if they agree to a deal, they'll stick to it. Mercenary. I always forget mercenary is like a descriptive word too. Mercenary. Okay. Yeah. Vicious, brutal, cruel, ineffable, mercenary, sleazy, zealous. Yeah. Because this is like, what do I want to reward people for playing like these things? You know, like that's the goal. Is that if you play, like, can this be played? This is part of the carrot and the stick, right? Like these are the conditions that if you pick one of these, you play it, and you get rewarded, right? You play your demon followers this way. So yeah. I want one that's just, yeah, like that's chaotic or wild. One that's like unpredictable, but unpredictable is so dry. Yeah, I want it to be like, oh, those guys are fucking metal. Like you stay away from them. And it's not about like a specific thing, but like there's a feeling of them being like, yeah, right. Like, yeah, wild. I want something more like evocative than that, but yeah. I'll put wild for right now. But the idea is that like, yeah, it's the opposite of mercenary in that you can't trust them. They're like out of control. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. We'll go with these for right now. Rowdy. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll go with these right now, and we'll go from there. I'll build them up from there. Thank you, Lich. Very kind of you. I could just put fucking metal. Yeah. I think all of this stuff is pretty metal. Okay. All right. So you're gonna choose what used to be layer. Yeah, you earn XP. So think of this as a queue. Also talk about where the crew makes its lair. So this is just descriptive, right? Hold on. So you get XP when you bolster your demon's reputation. So think of it as another cue to indicate what sorts of action you want in the game. Will you be recklessly ambitious? Will you be daring? Are you interested in the strange and the weird? Yeah, right. Okay, all right. So instead of talk about where the crew makes its lair, also talk about the shape and form of your ship. You begin at tier 0, so it's probably either small and impressive or large and run down. Right, it's tier 0. It's a tier 0 ship. It's the physical shape of the ship. A giant chrome dong. Yeah. Totally. An enormous bong that shoots space beams. Okay. Establish your demonic edicts. I feel like I'm going to need some kind of like... We'll have to eventually design like a ship combat system. Because But that's a thing that we need. But yeah, a giant space guitar. Exactly. That's totally valid. Get weird, right? Like it's a giant, like living space octopus, and you've carved a hole out of its skull, and you live in there. It's an enormous, like fetal baby that is always like waiting to be born, and you fly around in a leather wallet that it carries in its baby hands. I don't know. Fuck, just get weird. It doesn't matter. Get weird. All right. Establish your demonic edicts. So this is like the shit that the demon is like about. And these again, this is going to be our map. So instead of the universe being places, it's like how much spread the cult of your particular demon has gone. And so like, what are you focused on? So I guess I gotta make a whole separate demonic edicts. This is going to be a mechanism, and I kind of have some ideas around this. So I have some ideas on how we can do this. This is like what your demon has corrupted in the universe. So the analog for this is the universe, right? So I don't know, maybe it's not edicts. Maybe edicts is like something else, but your demon's portfolio, your demon's influence, your demonic corruption, right? What things have you corrupted? And it's about the corruption of the universe rather than just like, so watch, this is what I'm going to say. It's like your domain, but like, it's not that. So, okay. So like, think about a person, a Western, like a European or North American person's life. Now, think about God, right? Think about the Christian church. God's corruption would be like when do we talk about God, right? When does God come up? In what ways does the Church of Christ have influence in life? I'm going to call it corruption because influence implies it could be nice. Demons corrupt, right? Death, yep. God, Christianity has death in its corruption. It has, like marriage, right? It has certain holidays, like celebration, maybe. So this is what I'm creating. I'm creating a map of human sociology in the universe, not a map of physical places. Like I don't care if you have a cult base on, Salvia 4. I want to know where, like, some concepts. So let me just start laying those out. So like art, right? Birth, death. So you're competing with another demon, right? So like our demon has corruption in his death. We have corrupted death, but we're fighting another demon for their influence over death. So there's a demon of bloodshed, and we're the demon of riches, and we're like, no, we want death to be about you throw all of your person's money into the sacred money hole, and our demon eats it. And they're like, no, when someone dies, you kill 10 people that they knew in celebration, and then you fight. So instead of it being like we're fighting over crow's foot or crow's nest or whatever, we're fighting over the influence of the demon in the universe. And we get to make up like fun, stupid rituals and holidays and crap. So art, birth, death, work. What other things do religions influence, right? Like, is art law? That's a good one. So like justice. I'm going to call that one justice, but actually law is different than justice. Government, science. Yeah. Observances. Like ritual, tradition. Dress. Yeah, we have work. Dress is a thing. I'm going to maybe cut art into something else. But yeah, war, that's a good one. Education. Sex is definitely on that list. I don't know why we didn't think of that one first. Right, yeah, so religion influences everything. Yeah, language. Yeah, but I'm basically, yes, I understand, but what I'm asking for is we're making a list here So like observances can be like Christmas, but it can also be like God bless you when you sneeze, right? Every time someone sneezes in this universe, they're like, praise Gorthon. And Gorthon, your ship engine, is like, just purrs happily every time somebody sneezes. Yeah. So yeah, like art, I think art literally means like drama, like that kind of stuff. Yeah. And then also painting, sculpting, science. Yeah, that's a good one. Food and eating, right? Rituals, say grace, right? Yeah, trade. Yeah, punishment as separate from justice or law. Like I'm going to make a big list and then we're going to create these and we're going to make them into like this will be the map of the universe, right? So, Chrome Viper has just described the game in a really nice way. So, let me get this straight. We could be flying in a demon ship, firing our space lasers and smoking from bongs while riding pterodactyls, all to fight over how people should fuck. Exactly. If you defeat another demon or push them out of your territory, now you get to say what fucking is supposed to be like. If they're like, no, there's no sex before marriage, you could change it and be like, yeah, guess what? Now you can only have sex outside of marriage. Once you get married, no more sex, right? So it's a thing. Yeah, mathematics falls under science. I'm gonna quote you, Chrome Viper. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Chrome Viper 2018. Okay, so I'm going to make a note so I don't forget. Demonic, corruption. And no, the idea here isn't to reduce it to 3 categories. The idea here is that these are territories. They're territories of the human mind. So this makes up what it means to be a person in this universe. Yeah, maybe art should be aesthetics because that could be beauty too. So this is our map. Instead of fighting over specific territory, you're like, we have laid claim to birth. Our demon is a demon of birth, and that's our focus. We fly around in a giant unborn space fetus, and he's a demon of riches, so we want to feed him money so that we can take over birth. But then we're going to spread to something else, right? We're going to spread to like, now we have control over birth and food. So we've got a birth and food corruption portfolio. And yeah, so I know it's weird, but remember, my design goal here is every time I think it might be too weird, I'm going to try to make it weirder. We're going to try to push it into the next weird layer. So that's my plan. Okay, so demonic corruption. Corruption represents the map of Womb of Night. Not a literal map of planets and sectors, but a cosmological culture map of human and human-like experience in the universe. Demons corrupt certain aspects of human existence and fight over control of those aspects. Perfect. Okay, great. Yeah, like family feels like that could be a thing here, right? Do we have marriage on here? Yeah, marriage. I'm gonna just brainstorm this shit, right? Yeah, family's a good one. And then I'll weed it down, but this will be my map. Because the reason we're doing this is you pick the starting thing, right? You establish your demonic, sorry, I went all the way past it, your demonic corruption. And choose what your demon's portfolio is focused on. It'll be small at first. This is, yeah, there you go. You're in competition with other demons. The universe is divided up and you're out with some shitty imp. They'll tell you what other demonic entities exist nearby and you decide how to deal with them. So for me, later, I will be able to come back and make up factions that have influence over these things. So, Yeah, celebration is like observances, but also maybe like debauchery, right? Like sensual, like sensate, like yeah, that might fall under aesthetics. Experience, like, yeah. And like medicine falls under hygiene. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's really good. Like deciding what is or isn't unclean. Oh, indulgence. Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah. Honor. Shame. Oh, shame's a good one too. Yeah, and obviously these things, like, there's a lot of like overlap. Travel. Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Yeah, this is some good shit. Is there a way? Is there? Well, I mean, morality overlaps all of this stuff. Yeah. Aesthetics includes like music and art. So okay. Can we? Is there a way in this to organize these into like? Can I alphabetize this list? I probably can't. Can I? It's just bothering me that it's in no order whatsoever. Okay. Animals. That kind of falls under food, I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think, yeah, if I copy it to a spreadsheet. Yeah, like love. Yeah, I'll put it on the list. I think love probably falls under like sex and like marriage, like relationships. I think is just like a thing. Oh, here's a fun one. Right? What did we call the aliens in this? Right? Like your demon has control over what like gender means in the universe. That could be your starting corruption. Yeah, fucking awesome. And you're fighting with other demons over like yes, you could fight for gay space communism. You put together your portfolio of government and sex and gender and aesthetics, right? You're like eating up these portfolios. God, what's going to be really hard is drawing these as, let me look. I actually have a name for whatever we called non-humans. Because there's like demonkin, I think, or whatever we called them. Where's my folder? Heritage and background. I don't think it was under here. Yeah, demon spawns, the engineer. Okay, yeah, so there aren't really aliens. So I think we'll cut species there. Okay. Are pterodons aliens? I don't know, maybe. Maybe they're robots. Maybe they're robot pterodons. Hospitality, that's a good one. Welcome to my home. You must fight my sister. What? Yes. In my home, we worship Glorthon, and Glorthon demands, fight my sister! I'm sorry, I didn't realize this was a Glorthonite household. Please! His sister's already sharpening her, like, ritual welcoming blades. Fuck. Awesome. All right. So eventually I'll narrow these down and we'll create a map of things that are adjacent to other things. And if you want to get these things, then, well, and the thing is, like, having gender on the list means that you as a player can choose it, right? As a group, you can be like, our demon fights for our idea of how gender should be in the universe. So you could absolutely play like Glorthon is a god of bloodshed who believes that who has corruption of hospitality, so you have to fight my sister when you come to my house. But also, Glorthon believes that the only gender is soaked in blood, and that we work to break down gender lines by murder. We murder people. You know, like, it's you can build this like weird cosmology out of your cults. The only gender is meat. Yeah, so you can build like a cosmology for your thing. And then you fight over the ideology, right? You fight over who controls what stuff, and it changes the campaign setting. You get to make edicts and dogma about those things. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I'm really excited about this corruption thing. This is good. See, this is what I mean. Like, you know, we're about an hour in, and now my brain's really going. Yeah, we got war on the list. Yeah. Okay. So let me. Because it's bothering me, I will make I'll make a list of these. But this is going to be our greater thing. And for the playtest, I only need one, and we'll pick a simple one probably. Like, you are a demon of riches, who's already corrupted. Because again, remember the starting thing is like in Blades, where every game started in Crow's Foot, right? Or Crow's Nest, Black Feather, wherever the fuck everybody started, that one district, and you always fought the same other gangs. Sleep is a good. Yeah, it was Crow's Foot. Okay, yeah, Sleep's a good one. Because of the band, of course. Sleep. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And so, yeah, again, this is a way to like stake your claim and to build your campaign, to say, in this game, we'll be fighting over sleep. So it's going to be a game about like nightmares, and as we fight to control what like our demons corrupting sleep. Fuck, that's so cool. Yeah, I mean, disease falls under hygiene, right? They're human behavior parameters. So anyway, I don't want to spend the rest of the time just like fucking with this list. So give me a second. I'm going to alphabetize it. I have so many tabs open. All right. I'm just making a quick sheet, and we're going to alphabetize this list. Well, and the priest, right? Like, this is where the priest will come into play. Like, the priest will get to... they'll get to have some stuff to say about this. They'll interface with it more like deeply. It's a secondary or like subsystem that will plug the priest in. And I'm pretty excited about that, actually. Oh, this just made it into like a weird table. Whatever. Fuck it.